You are listening to It's an Honor to be Nominated, a film news podcast bringing you the latest and greatest in entertainment. If there is a film you would like to hear us discuss, send us an email at itsanonortobenominated@gmail.com with the film title in the subject line. That's It's an Honor to be Nominated, honor with the U. We are back once again. Hello, everybody. So lovely to be here with you and with also you guys who are here in the room and not the audience. It's me, Matthew E. Matthews. Today I'm joined by
Shayla Derwent,
Reese McCain,
and Taylor Edwards.
And it is so lovely. I don't know if you know this, guys, but Valentine's Day is just around the corner.
Whoa.
Yum.
How could I forget?
Yeah.
You keep pestering me about it. You're like, what are you going to get me?
Well,
It's Valentine's Day. We share a deep love as co-hosts of this podcast.
I tried to be subtle last year, and
Yeah, I didn't get you anything.
no, you didn't.
No.
You didn't. And do you remember what I got you?
You got me a yacht.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Love Boat. That's what it was called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
This is a really upsetting friendship dynamic, to be honest.
Yep. That's how the podcast, I think, maintains its sort of frisson of stress, you know, that just keeps it on the edge of what's possible in the podcast space.
And I love it when Reese speaks French to me. I can't get enough of it.
Well, I'm seeing sweat, so I understand.
So I was watching a movie the other day. You guys heard of Right Down the Middle, this new film?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great film.
It's a great film. Sort of that romantic journey of a footballer and a footballer on the other team.
Yeah.
And now none of the footballers had any names in the film. I thought that was an odd choice, but you know, you just went by the numbers on their backs. They never took any of their.
I kind of it felt like a homage to Fleabag in a way. You know how
Yeah.
not a lot of
You just
characters
go
have names
Fleabag,
there? Yeah.
Little priest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird that the
Claire.
hot priest also made an appearance in this movie.
Yeah, I've quite a few hot priests actually.
Well, you know, priests and footballers have a connection in the real world.
Is that so?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah,
Footballers sin a lot. They gotta go.
Always
to
going to
church.
confession.
Yeah.
yeah.
Make friends with the priests.
Yeah.
It saves
Yeah.
time if the priests are there on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were on the staff.
Oh,
Yeah.
employed by the teams. Oh, okay, that's why there was 3 per team. That makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of them end up being coaches and stuff. So
Yeah,
Right.
they had to do mid-game sort of absolutions for people who had done wrong and thus were about to be smitten by God. Smitten?
smitten?
Smited.
Smited.
No, they're
Surely.
pretty smitten.
Smitten. They're smitten
Yeah,
with
smitten
yourself.
with
They
God.
were smitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smote, I think.
Smart.
Smart. They were about to be smart by God.
Yeah.
God is big on AO3.
I don't know what A3 is.
Some people do, and that's all that matters.
All right, I'll find out that out later. Yeah. So we had, who do we have? It was number 7. I think number 7 was the main guy, and couldn't decide in the first part. Couldn't decide if 3 or 4 on the enemy team. They call it enemy teams in football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 or 4 in the enemy team was right for them.
And ended up splitting it right down the middle and going for 3.5.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you surprised?
No, because 3 and 4 were, I'd never seen those actors before, and 3.5 was Colin Mockery.
Yeah.
And so it's always, the most recognizable face. That's going to be the love interest.
Right.
Just like with Murder Mysteries.
Right. So you clocked him right at the start when he was walking in the backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Doing object work.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
I thought he was really doing that stuff.
Because actually his character in the film is very informed by him in real life. His character in the film was a younger version of himself, sort of practicing for his audition to be on the original British Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, yeah.
But before he did that audition, he was playing professional
Okay.
American football. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense now. Right at the end when he winks and says, I don't know if football's for me,
Exactly.
and then tips his hat to the camera.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, right.
I just thought he was hamming it up a little bit there. But if that was him being him from the past, that all makes sense.
I would say he was also hamming it up a little bit.
I mean, it's Colin Mockery.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't not.
exactly.
Yeah. I do love a good Colin Mockery. I think he should be in every romantic comedy.
There's something about him.
Yeah. Well, I think he
And-
was in a movie that I watched.
Oh yeah.
It was a rom-com as well. It was called The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Different one to the actual movie.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's spelt differently.
Spelt different.
Yeah, but he did great in that. And then I think his
It's
love
a-
interest, Jennifer, I don't think she had a last name, but it's great.
It's a skiing movie, right?
Yep.
It's a skiing movie between sort of the Regency of Europe. Like they're the main characters and there's like a French guy.
Yeah, Count Lombowski.
Yeah. Well, see, it's a double meaning because he also does the bow ski. Bow ski.
Oh.
He bows and he skis. That was inspired by Colin Mockery, that long walk we took to that pun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got an AO3 category just for him if you want to look it up later.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Once I won't learn what that is. Okay. Yeah, no, I did see that one. I just remembered. That's the one where it's sort of like Baz Luhrmann went, okay, we've done guns instead of swords. This time instead of skis, we're doing parachutes.
Yeah, so it's called
Yeah.
Lebowski because it's based on the original stage play, The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's parachutes instead of skis, but they keep the name.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they're allowed to keep the name because it's based on a previous work. You can't copyright the names of Shakespeare's film
I love
plays.
Shakespeare's The Big Lebowski. It's my favorite one. Yeah.
Underrated, I found.
I think so. Yeah.
I've found very few people who rate Shakespeare's The Big Lebowski.
A lot of people don't even know he wrote that.
If you go on Goodreads, no ratings.
And you know, people don't know this, but the phrase a tippity two was created by the bard himself in that.
Yeah.
That's so. I use that all the
All the
time.
time.
Tippy two.
A tippity,
A
and the whole time
tippity-two.
you probably thought you made it up, but no,
Yeah.
it's the bard,
Mm.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Big Lebowski.
I use it all the time in my Colin Mockery fanfic. Because that's sort of how he gets around.
You've
A
been
tippy two.
You've been asking for quite a while to read some of that out on the podcast. I've said no very
It is
firmly.
the
every time.
Valentine's Day episode.
I think it's time I should let you read some of it out.
Wow, it's such a big book.
yeah. I got to choose a good passage here.
Like a sermon.
Yes, from the book of the Hoedown. His gleaming, glistening head pulsated in the studio lights. He hated this round of the show, but could he love me?
Wow.
That's sort of an abstract.
Wow. I regret saying no all those other times.
Did you catch the little double entendre that you call that?
Ask which,
That was pretty subtle.
yeah.
That's cool.
Which?
Which head was
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Oh no, that wasn't it. No, the
Oh.
lights.
Oh.
The lights were my eyes because I'm looking at him.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, what were we just talking about? Colin Mockery, his head,
Yep.
Yes.
my lights.
Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a little bit there. I was just imagining. Well,
We don't have to get into
we
it.
don't have to get into it.
I don't think we can legally.
Yeah.
I think we'd have to increase the rating. Of
The FCC says we're on thin ice. They've forgiven us once, but they won't forgive us again.
Is this why the story where I wrote this has so many more views than all my other ones? Have I unintentionally wandered into much more explicit territory than I normally do? They're quite wholesome normally, my stories.
Yeah, most of them are about like baking recipes.
Yep. The most wholesome thing you can have.
Yeah. This one you've went into a lot of detail about things pulsing
Mm-hmm.
and pulsating
Mm-hmm.
and
Which all good bakes do.
Exactly.
What do you
gotta,
call a rise? Just a long pulse.
That's right. This is my exact thought.
I'm not.
Are you a writer?
I
I mean, we're all
don't-
journalists, but do you do any creative
Well,
writing?
I only do audio journalism,
Oh, okay.
and I call that different to the radio. I've never been, but I only do audio. So I guess I'm not a writer. I've never written down anything. I only tell truths.
Although, aren't podcasts sort of the audiobooks of listening?
Wow.
yeah.
Audiobooks of listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
I
Well,
guess
yeah. Maybe I am a writer.
So
Oh my
yeah, I think you
God.
might be a writer in that way.
Wow.
You can win a Pulitzer for podcasting, can't you?
Well,
Yes.
When we're done with this one, yes.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
After this episode, the
Yeah.
topics we've covered, of course.
Boy,
Yeah.
oh boy.
And based on that description that you just gave of Colin Mockery, we could be in with an Archibald.
Ooh.
An Archibald.
What about a Nobel Prize for Literature? I mean, that's a given.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Bob
you're a
Dylan got
shoo-in
one of
for
those.
that.
What's he done?
They're handing it out to everyone.
What's he done? The world isn't fixed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we're fine. I'm fine with that being on the record. Bob Dylan, you didn't try hard enough. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's my official opinion. I'm
And-
putting it down here.
And I think he never should have switched to electric.
Oh, what's
It was a
your thought?
betrayal.
What's your thoughts on Bob Dylan, Shayla?
Bob Dylan, there are better Bobs out there.
Yep.
Ooh.
Such as,
The Builder.
yeah,
Yes.
my
yes.
thoughts exactly.
Because unlike Bob Dylan, Bob the Builder has fixed things.
Exactly. Precisely.
Any other more favorite Bobs?
Bob.
Balaban, character actor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bob.
Jane T-Mart,
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
fixer.
Another fixer. Exactly. Related to Bob the Builder. Most don't know that.
Tell us
Wow.
about that, Shayla. You have been working hard this week in journalism.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I like to get to the bottom of things.
Is this an expose? Another
is
one
an
of your famous
expose.
exposés?
Another
Is
one
it-
of my famous exposés.
Is it a takedown or is it a heartwarming piece? Because I think there's only one of those I could handle right now.
I think it depends on where you sit on Bob the Builder.
I don't. I sit next to him. He's asked me politely not to sit on him again.
Yeah.
You were asking him to get you Valentine's Day presents as well, weren't you? It's sort of a mass email that you send out,
Yeah.
an email
I
blast,
think
if
you
you
just
will.
like getting presents.
Yeah.
And then you play with our hearts and make us think it's about love.
No. My love language is people giving me presents. That's not wrong of me.
Well, no, it's not wrong of you. It's just
Thank you.
when you say to so many people, hey, you're the love of my life. I want a present for you from Valentine's Day. And they go, oh my gosh, wow. I didn't know you felt this way about me. And then they get you a lovely present. And then you go, oh, I'll just put it with my 100 other presents. It's like, wow.
Shayla, you got me.
Bob the Builder warned me about you, Matt.
Shayla, you got me pillowcase covers.
Yeah.
Like,
And they were lovely and they were made of silk. So, you know what? I'm taking them back.
no, don't. No, you're not allowed to. Because I like them now. Now I like them.
Oh,
When
what?
I gave them to you, you didn't like them?
No. No, I was upset.
Is your language just people taking your stuff away?
Don't forget, right, just to put this in perspective, I did give Reese a yacht. And that's sort of the perspective I'm working with.
Yeah.
But how do we know that wasn't a re-gift?
Exactly. Because
It does say to den
to Den.
to den
To Den.
on it.
Yeah, that's a typo. If it was a regift from me, it would probably say to Matt on the ship. And I
makes
don't,
sense.
I don't think you would find that if you scraped off the paint. So why are we
Wait,
talking
do
about?
you not know that Reese's name isn't Dan? did you write Den on it?
I think it's a double regift. I think someone regifted the yacht to you.
Yeah.
No.
I think
freaked
a
out.
person called Den gave you a yacht, and then you tried to palm it off to me in order for me to get you a gift.
No. I don't think Denzel Washington would have
I knew
re-gift.
it.
Oh,
It's got a full, complete collection of all of his movies in there.
yeah.
You guys seen Deja Vu? It's good stuff. I watched it on the yacht.
Okay. All right. So I'm going through a bit of an emotional journey right now. Just hypothetically, Reese, if you found out that the yacht was a re-gift to you in this moment, what do you think the right way to...
Honestly, if it's a yacht that was originally intended for Denzel Washington, I kind of am in love with you.
Okay. All right. But now imagine hypothetically that I just found out that I had gotten a re-gifted gift. How should I feel?
Well, now, I don't. I guess I can't dictate that.
Yeah, that's within your sphere of control. We can't determine how you feel.
You know what, Matt? Do you want me to look into it and I can do an expose on whoever gave you that gift?
No one gave that. No. No one gave me that gift. Yes,
Rats.
Shayla. Yes, please. Yes,
Okay,
please.
yeah.
No one gave me that gift.
Speaking of the expose, how is Bob, the builder, related to Bob Jane? Team up?
How?
Yeah.
Marriage.
Wow. That's
Ooh,
beautiful. Wow.
what
I know this.
side? What side? Spill all the gossip.
Oh, I thought they had married each other.
They might have married each other.
Well, Bob J. T. Mart
Yeah.
Yeah.
married Bob the Builder's.
Say it.
Yeah, go on.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
This
Yeah.
is important journalism.
Like closely related there, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, is it a situation that
It's a situation. Yeah. You could call it that.
is Bob the Builder on board? Because that might be their idea
Look,
of.
I reached out for a comment from Bob the Builder. I haven't heard anything. That doesn't mean either way. It just means I didn't get
Okay.
a comment. So
Can you speculate?
we can all speculate. Anyone can speculate.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'll.
Hang on a sec. I don't have to do research. I can just say the things that I think, and we can just pretend that that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone
yeah,
can
that's
say anything.
Post-truth society.
Oh man,
yeah.
I've been doing journalism wrong. I've meticulously researched everything I've said on this podcast.
Well,
so
big
far.
mistake, dude. Big
Have you guys
mistake.
not been like researching everything you
Of course
say?
not. What a waste of time.
Yeah, I've just been looking into other people and trying to expose them. But for this, no, I don't research at all.
How much research do you do, Reese?
None. Oh, I sort of gaze longingly at Colin Mockery. Does that count?
We all do that.
Yeah, that's a hobby.
Yeah.
How much research do you do for your news journalism?
Well, define research.
Okay. Oh, I'll Google it.
Preparing information.
Preparing information.
Preparing information.
Yep, preparing
Sort
information.
of like in a recipe.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Your book.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
In that case, I guess every time I go in the kitchen, I'm researching.
Okay. Well, as long as someone's putting some effort in around here, just
Taylor, can I put in a request for your research?
Absolutely.
I want to know what happens if Bob the Builder retires. What happens to his name?
I'll look into it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I also had a question, Shayla, if you could look this up. What's sort of the market viability of a car sign, like a sign that you hang on the back of your car that has a picture of Bob the Builder on it and it says Bobby on board? Could you could you research that for me?
Research the market value of
The market
that?
viability, like, is that, like, would
A
that...
good idea.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
that's what I'm asking.
I'll tell you, you've got one customer.
all right.
Okay, there, you just need one.
if I can put
That's all you need.
I've got a lot of money, so you can make a lot of money on it.
Sweet. And how many
Awesome.
cars do you have?
Oh, just one. But
We could really cover that
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
if we're doing Bob the Builder based research, when his vehicles get refueled, does the pump go in their mouths? That's on the front of the car.
Because they have faces.
Because they've got faces and mouths.
Right, I forgot about that.
Actually, while we're on the topic of...
Matt, why don't you wait until you find out what AO3 is? Because there might be answers there.
Okay. No, I need to know this right now. Okay. While we're talking about vehicles with faces,
Yeah.
why does the Magic School Bus have a tongue?
To taste.
To taste.
Taste, yeah. Taste is how a lot of people, when you're a baby, taste
Okay.
is how you research the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you imagine that at one point the bus was a baby,
Yeah, that was going to be my immediately follow-up question.
then what's it
A
going to
minibus.
It's like,
Okay.
its tongue's not going
Alright.
to drop off. It's got to put that thing somewhere.
Okay. Well, okay. You're an expert on the Magic School Bus.
Take that back.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
We are
what?
not experts. We do not research.
Exactly.
Okay.
Unless we're cooking.
Unless we're cooking.
In which case, every recipe is another fact.
Miss Frizz teaches the students about science. Why doesn't she teach them about magic?
Because that's not real.
She's got a magic school bus.
Oh, man.
She's got a magic school bus. The school bus can fly into people
Yeah.
and cure what's his name? Arthur. No, the ginger kid.
Yeah.
Cures him of the flu by shooting the virus with lasers.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
just science.
Yeah, that's science.
science.
That's
yeah.
vaccines.
Yeah.
maybe she jealously guards her magic powers and doesn't want these brat children sort of threatening her, sort of like a wicked situation, you know?
Okay. It's a
It's a wicked.
It's a wicked. Okay, that makes sense.
It's possible it's also innate and there's no way to teach it.
From Miss Frizz's approach to science and the way she delivers science instruction, I don't think she could be satisfied with that as a truth about magic.
But that's the dark side of the Magic School Bus. That's sometimes when you look at Miss Frizzle, she has like a bit of a sadness behind her eyes. And that is the undercurrent of her going, I can't teach to my full potential.
For all my advocacy for scientific understanding of the world, there's actually a whole bunch of stuff out there that it falls short of being able to explain. So, you know,
it's a sort of
it's a
monkey's
conflict.
paw. One day she wished for the ability to teach science perfectly, and her consequence of that was knowing that it is arbitrary. It is
there'll always be
undefinably
unknowns.
false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think that actually really ties well into our movies that we're looking at.
I really think it
Yeah.
does as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at some our favorite romantic comedies, of
Yeah.
course,
Yep.
to line up with
If any,
Valentine's Day, and you know, we all have a massive crush on Miss Frizzle. So
And I'm pretty sure that bus also constantly tried to make out with things. Wasn't it like always like, wasn't
mean-
it? Am I doing something wrong?
what that tongue do? I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I guess
Now we
what
know
that's
why it
why
has a tongue.
Exactly.
It's fundamental to its existence.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of tongues being fundamental to the existence, my favorite romantic comedy, and this is of all time, is Llama Cops.
Ah.
Another day watching the llamas, eh? Sure hope no crime happens to these llamas.
Pew pew.
Oh my God! Someone shut the llamas. Llama cop on the case. Hey, you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Why do I need to tell you?
'Cause I'll kill you if you don't tell me.
Whoa.
My llamas have been killed. I have. I have nothing else to live for.
Oh, buddy.
You think I won't do it?
I'd like to see you try.
You messed with the wrong llama cop today, bucko.
Oh my god, you did it.
Hey, you.
Oh, yes, I'm just minding my own business.
What's your name?
My name's Grease.
You look greasy, too.
Yeah, it's all this llama grease I've been putting on myself.
Llama grease?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Oh, that little man came along with a can. Look, it was nice and hot. Hot like it's just been come out of a llama. And I said, I'll give it to you for $25. And I said, whoa, by God, I got $25 in shop.
What's this man look like?
Oh, it looks like that man you just shot dead in front of me.
Case closed. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate the life of 2 llamas. They will be missed.
Tell me, did you know my husband?
Yes, I did know. I did know your husband. I was sworn to protect him, and I failed in my duty. I'm so sorry.
Slap.
I deserve it.
You should be ashamed of yourself. My
You
husband,
think I am?
my husband lies in the ground and you prance around on your 4 hoofs. That's right, I know you're a llama at heart.
I'm secretly a llama. That's why I don't value human life.
Tell me, will you revenge my husband's death?
Already done.
Oh, thank you.
What say we go to the Maldives and celebrate his death?
Okay, I don't have anything on.
And as far as I heard, you're a free agent now. So I think efficiency is what we strive for in movies. They get all the premise and setup done super quick in that film, and then it's like an hour of boning.
Yeah, because I saw Knives Out, and it's like the whole movie, they're trying to find out who did it.
Yeah. Waste of time.
In Llama Cup, they just kill the guy.
Kill the guy.
Yeah.
And they show who did it. There's no mystery. It's nothing.
There's an eyewitness who just verifies it.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
we never really got to find out exactly what the guy's deal was about the llama grease.
That character
but they
doesn't
used-
come up.
I think they were setting that up for a sequel.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah. I like how in Llama Cop, usually like a lot of rom-coms is sort of the trope of like one of the characters is like currently in a relationship with someone else who it's like that's not quite right. This
Inefficient.
one, they just killed off that character.
Yeah.
They just killed it off.
Yeah.
And then
That's so I'm pushing going forward. I want to push for directors, young directors. If you're out there and listening to this podcast, I think it's important to know kill the I guess enemy
Antagonist.
team.
Yeah, the enemy team. That's what they call them, yeah.
Yeah, kill the enemy team. Go straight to
ball
the
isn't that
love,
way.
and then we can all just watch
Good
llama.
movies.
Yeah, good movies.
Just boning for an hour because we established that was the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what people want to see.
It is, and because it is animals, we can see that. It doesn't
it's fine
hide
for us to
behind
see.
an R rating.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
that was a G movie.
That was a G movie.
I hate it when explicit sex scenes hide behind their R ratings.
Oh, I'm hiding.
Like be
Let it out.
yeah, be strong and have an M.
Yeah, I mean, MA15, unacceptable.
No,
No,
that's
no.
weak.
You got to aim low to go so high.
But I think it's a sign that Christopher Nolan should do more rom-coms because this was great.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
the characterization was so thin.
Perfect.
I loved it.
And
Perfect.
those bullets when they went through that guy, like they went in and then they reversed out and then they
Yeah.
went back in again.
He filmed that by getting an actual bullet.
Wow.
Yeah, because Christopher Nolan, I don't know if you know this, he likes to do a lot of things practically. So he got an actual the llama and then the guy, they were all CGI. But the bullet was real.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like how they were sort of covered in like what looked like tiny little condoms for the bullets.
Mhm.
I just thought that was a nice touch.
It was
Because it was foreshadowing for this llama sex that was going to happen later.
Exactly.
it was a bit unfortunate. Zach
Yeah.
died because the bullets were real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Christopher Nolan demands blood sacrifice to make a good movie.
Yeah.
They don't pull it on his Hollywood star for nothing.
But what do they put on his Hollywood star? That he demands blood sacrifice?
Christopher Nolan demand blood sacrifice.
He's one of the
for
few.
good movie.
He's one of the few with an asterisk on his
Yeah.
star.
Yeah, and
Oh,
bones.
sorry, no, that's not how it works at all, is it? It's each star is an asterisk, and you can go and look in a book, an appendix, and it just tells you all what you need to know about that author. There's just some clarifying information about that actor or star. Yeah.
Who's next? Who's got one ready to go?
Well, I didn't do any research. Taylor, have you cooked anything recently that reminded you of a rom-com that
I
you
did have
love?
lunch before.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is actually, and it just reminded me of my favorite film. And funny you say cooking, because it is, of course, the classic jam and cream donuts. Do we all remember? I know it's old. Do we all
I
remember
remember
it?
it,
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
Remember it. I love it.
a wonderful rom-com.
Oh, I see we're here ready for our dining experience. Would you like to come into this room?
Oh, yes, please. I would like to eat.
What if I say no?
Well, I mean, you did put down a $500 deposit. If you say no now, I guess I'm fine with that.
Interesting. I'll proceed.
Oh, you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I only have $1,000 to my name, so it's quite a lot of money to waste.
Is it $1,000 in total, or was it 1,500 and now it's...
$1,000 total, so I hope there's not much more to the deposit.
No, the deposit
The
is
deposit
about
covers
50%.
50%. Okay, that's so that might be a problem. I will give it a go. In for a penny, in for a 500
you
penny.
paid for it beforehand. You knew how much the deposit was.
I knew how much the deposit was. I just thought maybe like the full meal would only be like $20 more than that.
Right. Well, okay.
Let's go in. Let's have the experience. Maybe the last one I ever have.
Gosh.
But this was the first date for you two, right?
Yeah, so this is very, very strange.
And it's so lovely to meet you.
It's interesting to meet you.
We've had such wonderful conversations online.
Yes. And now I'm gonna enjoy a $5,000 meal.
5,000? I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Please, no. Is it going to be? Could it possibly go to
No, I'm so
5,000?
sorry. I'll cover the rest of it. You.
No. I should pay. I'm an old-fashioned guy like that. Please.
Okay. Well, you've just talked extensively about how you're having some money problems.
I'm in a lot of debt as well. On top of
my
that,
Gosh.
that's just how much money I have liquid that I can use.
Oh, we take
Amex?
assets. We take assets. We take,
Do you take Amex?
corporeal promises.
Corporeal promises. Now tell me about that.
Well, you know how you have a physical body,
Yes.
and after your death, you don't need all of it.
Uh-huh.
So you can promise certain amounts of your corporeal form for
Which
us.
parts do I need after I die? Out of curiosity.
Well, as we all know, you need to have your liver and brain weighed at the seat of.
Yes, of
Of-
course. As people who live in ancient Egypt, we all well aware of how.
Anubis.
Well, Anubis isn't going to be doing the weighing.
Oh.
God, this guy's an absolute numpty. Are you sure you want to go on a date with this man?
No.
Hey, I paid $500.
yeah, and you seem.
What sort of establishment is this where you're like, hey, don't go on a date with this guy?
You seemed flaky. It looks like there was a chance that I could get in. My shift finishes in like 20 minutes.
I am outraged and demand a refund.
No, you haven't. You need to
What do
pay
you
me
mean,
more
no?
money.
What do you mean no?
It's a deposit.
Nigel, are these customers coming in to dine? I do have a competing couple who have offered $570.
It's an auction.
And it's going once.
What?
And it's going twice.
Quickly, give me $80.
$80?
Yeah.
Fuck, okay.
580.
I see 580. And who else?
Pay you back, I swear.
Anyone else wish to petition for this dinner experience? A deposit only.
How much to lock it in?
I'll put $100 on top of his deposit if I'm allowed to take it.
Excuse me?
I finish in 20 minutes. You don't mind waiting for 20 minutes, do you?
Well,
Very presumptuous to assume that she's interested in you at all, man.
Hey, if I have to get both halves of the meal, that's fine by me.
What, you think she can be bought?
No. I'm saying if she doesn't... how dare you, sir? I would never suggest that the lady doesn't have her autonomy in this situation. I'm just saying...
can I say something?
Okay, I'll allow it.
All right. What's the other couple looking like? Can I join them?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, see.
Hello.
I think I'm.
Hello.
I wouldn't mind going to join them.
Hello.
I can't believe this. Can you believe that she
No.
would walk out on us like this?
Yeah,
I
sort of
thought-
makes sense. It seems like the trajectory things were going on.
I thought we had a connection.
Can I get a refund at all?
You can't get a refund on a deposit.
I was outbid.
And the restaurant is closed.
Oh.
So there you go. A sort of avant-garde version of speed dating. I think. Wait, what?
No, yeah.
There is a speed dating scene.
No, I just don't know why I said so. There you go. It wasn't my suggestion.
It's okay because this movie moves people. You were moved to say that.
You all, when you watch it, you feel an ownership of it.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was
It
experiencing.
brings you into the experience because the whole thing, of course, is filmed from the perspective of the jam scones, and it really makes you feel like you are a jam scone.
Yeah, you don't see any of the people. You just see like the edge of a plate and some crumbs.
And you're assuming that you know at the start that you're going to be eaten by George Clooney and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, the first couple, and then it's just like a series of twists of like, oh, who is going to end up actually eating me, the jam scone?
And then the restaurant closes and you sit there for 20 minutes.
As they sort of pack up.
Yeah, and the howling wind of the desert in the background.
Yep. It all takes place in the Sahara, turns out.
It's nice when they mix farce with ancient times.
Yeah.
It makes me think, did they farce in ancient times?
Did they?
Did they?
I mean, it's scandalous to even think about.
They have misunderstandings about what other people had done behind closed doors. Did they have doors?
I don't know if Egypt had doors.
Also, so it wasn't the Sahara. Sorry, it was the Egyptian desert. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was just thinking about Egypt.
and it was interesting because they said it wasn't Anubis who would measure your heart, and that they would measure your brain. But that in ancient Egyptian times, that was thrown out. They threw out the brain, and they said they didn't think you needed it in the afterlife.
See,
so
the
it was
historical
sort of like
accuracy in this film is a little off.
I thought it was a alternate history they were building. Whereas, like, how do you get to a point where ancient Egyptians can have gem scones? And they sort of worked backwards from there.
But it's okay because the title says jam donuts.
Gem donuts.
Cream and jam donuts.
Yeah, right.
But in ancient times, they didn't have donuts.
They had
Yeah.
scones.
And scones.
They couldn't quite get to the donuts in the writer's room.
Yeah.
I read a lot about the writer's process on this one. It was Charlie Kaufman.
Wait, sorry, Reese, you researched?
No, I just did some reading relevant to the topic.
Right.
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. We got another one.
I don't know if we have time.
Oh, jeez. No. All right. Maybe next Valentine's Day.
Next
then.
Valentine's Day, I'll get into my favorite romantic comedy.
You want to give us just like a 5-second hint of what it might be?
let's just say that Colin Mockery plays 2 parts.
Oh.
Reese, are you writing a rom-com?
Coming out 2026.
Ooh. All right, well, listeners, stay tuned for that.
Colin by Colin West.
That's right.
Oh, there's been buzz about that.
Yeah, it's big on the blacklist.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying don't go. Don't look at it.
Yeah, not the Hollywood blacklist, which is the thing where sort of scripts get circulated and rated and sort of causes a lot of buzz. No, it's been blacklisted by many film production companies. Yeah.
And countries as well, I think.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Did Colin Mockery get his eyes on it yet?
I've been doing my best. I've been, lots of bricks through windows.
Right.
I'm not sure. I think he's probably read it.
Colin Mockery's Windows?
No.
No.
Ryan Stiles.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like he'd appreciate that sort of humor.
Think so.
Yeah.
It's it's more of a romance than a romantic comedy. It wasn't meant to be funny. The rock throwing.
Are you going to be in the movie?
I hope. I can only hope. Shayla, what about you? What's a preview of what your romantic comedy would be? Your favorite? Comedy of all
the
time?
one that we'll talk about next year.
Yeah, next year.
My one is gonna be just a really romantic one, really comedic one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds great. No,
Do you
no
want to give
further
us like the
questions.
best joke that you from it?
Best joke from
best
it?
joke,
Well,
yeah.
I'll give you
Because
the
it's a
best
stand-up
joke.
romantic comedy, right?
Yeah, it's a stand-up special, but it's a rom-com because one stand-up is like starting to do their set, and then the next one sort of comes on stage and then
Do they
trips
bump-
into
they
them.
trip- yep.
They bump
Thank
in.
you.
They drop their microphones.
They get all tangled up. The mics get all tangled up, and they have to unravel them. And they go,
Do
"Oh
they-
my gosh, I'm so sorry."
Do they try and do crowd work to the same person at the
They
same
do,
time?
and then they go, "Oh my gosh, this is so." Oh, no, you go. No, you go. No, you go. And it's just really lovely seeing how even comedians can have love in their lives. Because I think sometimes we forget that.
And I'm really holding on to that. Colin Mockery.
Fingers crossed. All right. I've been Matthew E. Matthews. I just want to say it's been so lovely giving awards and recommendations based on your titles, the audience. And I love doing it. So please keep on sending movies in for us to give awards and things
And
to.
don't keep on sending Valentine's gifts to. I know you're about to ask all of the audience to send you a Valentine's gift, but audience, you don't have to do that.
You don't have to, and I guess it doesn't feel as good when I forced you to. So please, of your own volition, give me presents.
Baby steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
He's
proud of
getting
you.
there. Yeah.
Really proud.
Yeah, you guys want to
Growth.
check out?
Sure. I'm Shayla, and I was talking for about 46 minutes,
Nice.
and that's my checkout.
It's not going to be 46 minutes long.
Well, that's how long I was talking for. I don't know how long the episode's going to be. I'm just saying how long I've been talking for.
I'm Reese McCain, and hey, you can find me at Reese Makes Things on Instagram and see there for all the shows that I'm doing.
Nice. I'm Taylor Edwards. You can find me at Taylor Edwards Comedian on Instagram. Don't go on other platforms. And if you're in the mood for love and relationships, I'm doing a sketch comedy show called Date Night on the 14th of February. So buy Matt so many tickets to come see my show. Bring your partners and your single freaks along for sketch comedy at Big Fork Theatre.
Yeah, and then 14th of March, also Big Fork Theatre, our live show, and the winner is on. So also buy tickets for that.
Woohoo.
Anything else? Cool. No? No? All
I'm
right.
afraid to say anything else.
Say, well, it looks like you want to say what a quote from your favorite movie of all time. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So you sent me an email earlier. You said your favorite movie was Napoleon Blown Apart.
That is impossible. I don't have email, but I may have said it into a phone.
I mixed those two up.
Napoleon Blown Apart.
Yeah,
I love that film.
someone sent me an email saying Napoleon Bonaparte
It
was their
doesn't
favorite
matter.
film.
I love that film.
Okay, all right.
I love that film, and my favorite quote from it is 70 years ago.